Testing, are we live? Alright, are we live? Let's see here. Indeed we are, it seems. So, hello there YouTube, I was ConnorCraft, and today we are here with a game development stream. So this is the game that I've been working on, Void Jumpers. I'm not going to show much of it because kind of want to keep some stuff a surprise. But today we're going to be working on an enemy that I want to work on, and working on the enemies is always pretty interesting, so I figured I'd live stream it, because why not? The thing is, this is going to be, you know, the beginning of the process, because I actually don't know the enemy that I'm going to be making. Like, I have a certain idea of what I want it to be, where once your character gets to the 4th dimension, they'll start seeing these things, which are like monoliths built by snails that live in the 4th dimension, and they're just kind of decorations, and I want them to be scattered around the place at the beginning of the level to be kind of like, hey, these things, completely harmless, right? But I also want to introduce a version of these that can, like, shapeshift into an actual enemy, and figuring that out is going to be tough. So I have a few ideas where I'm just going to draw them here. I think something like, oh, let's get this. I'm just going to sketch it out here. Something where its head looks like this, and it's got like a single eye, and his arms are the things. That makes sense, right? Like, it's got the plates of the outside of the monolith are its arms, and then it has like a body that goes down like that, but at the same time it doesn't make any sense. Or it has arms like that, and that's all it is. It kind of like, it's not really arms now, it's like legs, and it kind of walks on those and then just goes up to you and cromches on your face or something. Or it I don't know. Maybe we can use these panels to our advantage. I'm not entirely sure. If there were anyone watching they could give input, that'd be a good thing, but I don't think there is anyone watching. I probably should have announced that I was doing a stream. But yeah, I'm gonna have more of these later, and they'll be planned out a bit better and announced so people can actually come and check it out. But I have no idea what I'm doing currently. This is my first live stream ever, actually. So that's one idea. That's one idea. This is a little leg man. Another one is maybe it's a stationary enemy where it kind of just, I don't know, the panels like come off of it, where you get like you have the thing here, right, and then the panels just start floating, and maybe it's not like necessarily a creature, but just an environmental hazard that kind of like does this, and then they rotate around it and they do damage by glowing or something. Like they'll have a blue light, like these will start glowing. But does that make sense? Like, what would be the reasoning behind that? That I'm not sure. Or, okay, let's just up the canvas size here to like, I don't know, 300%. Okay, we got a bit more room to work with. So we could have, there's like more than one of them that combine, where you get like one monolith is a leg, another monolith is a leg, and then you just kind of get like a stick figure man who's just T-posing on him, and he's like, man, look at me, I'm gonna fight you. I don't know, that doesn't make any sense. So, okay, I should probably actually demonstrate the combat here. I don't know, actually, I haven't done any like volume mixing or whatever, so I don't know if this is gonna be too loud. I'm thinking it's going to be too loud. I don't know if this changes anything, but the combat is essentially just you press R and a dome comes around you. So it's not very, you know, advanced. There's not really much I can work with there. But I do want an enemy that is disguised with the environment, but I don't know if a monolith is the best idea. We have these lamps. They could be disguised as these, but that also doesn't make any sense. We have gate pieces. We have snail statues. This isn't, I didn't make this. This is just with the program that I have. I think I just wanted to keep it with the monolith, but I'm not entirely sure. I have no idea what to do. Oh, hey, people are actually watching. It's you guys. What's good? Okay. I could go with the gate piece. If I could find them again. So if these were scattered around like just like pieces in a world that are of like destroyed stuff with those pillars, because I know the way it looks now is we have these, and that's where all the pieces come together. If these pieces could be separated then just on the ground and then turn into something, or I was thinking earlier, which would be something pretty hard to do, because this itself, this platform, which is like the things that you walk on, it isn't a voxel model. It's made out of cubes in Unity, so it has a different sort of resolution, I guess you would call it, to it. So this is like very close to this cube. But I wanted a thing where Jerry, the character, would just go between these platforms, land on this one, and then it like turns into some flying creature that just kind of like gets really mad at you. So like the player's kind of second guessing if I should go to this platform or I should go around this way, maybe, because that platform might end my life. But that's, I don't know. I'd have to hide an entire creature inside of this. All I know is that I want some hidden thing. I'm gonna get rid of these. Another option I have is to do it in a fern leaf, which could be interesting, but at the same time, I don't know what I would do with that. I could have some sort of creature with like wings that are the leaves. Right now, enemies that we have are like the turtle, which has the same AI as the wasp, or I should say the wasp has the same AI as the turtle, where they attack the player, and when they get hit by the shockwave, they get afraid, run away, there's a little cooldown, they come back and they attack you again. I don't want every creature that you fight to be like that, but at the same time, with the limited combat we have, I'm not sure there's any other way to do it. Yeah, that's tough. I'm going to think about that just in the back of my mind while I work on something else. I'm working on a mini-boss section of the 4th dimension right now against the character Kelvin. I haven't animated the cutscene leading up to it, but I'm trying to figure out how to make him not hella OP, but also not too easy. And right now, the way it is like, he doesn't damage you that much, you can't get hurt, but at the same time, he's way too fast for you to do any damage to him. I don't know if this is going to be Omega loud. Oh, jeez. Lag. Hello, Kelvin. So, yeah, he just kind of, like, yeets around between these platforms and just shoots at random places. And you're going to shock him while he shocks you. But at the same time, like, these platforms are a little too far away, I think. And he doesn't stand there long enough, but if he were to stand there long enough, it'd just be too easy of a fight. I'm not entirely sure. Hey. Friggin' skirt. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so he isn't doing damage to me. I'm not doing damage to him, I don't think. Okay, he yeets too fast. I might have to rethink this entire battle, because I'm not entirely sure how to make this work any better. I don't want to give him just regular enemy AI, because then he just wouldn't seem like a mini-boss. What could I work on in the meantime? This is kind of a disorganized, just randomly working on things. I could just finish off the temple I'm working on for one of our bosses. which is here in our model building scene. Hermes Temple. So this is what we have so far. I need to make a top for it. We have these gates that you enter. You walk up the stairs, and then up here is where the big boss battle takes place. And then you're probably thinking like, oh, this is tiny, but this is not full scaled yet. Here we go, and there's Dark Lord Hermes, Destroyer of Worlds himself. So this is how big the boss is compared to the actual boss arena. I don't know how to cap this on. Oh, you know what? Actually, this might be a little too tall. This. I'm gonna have to size that down a little bit because we're gonna need a bird cage that's hanging from the top of that eventually to trap the secondary character in. So I'm gonna just go here, and I forget what I called that piece actually. I think I called it Hermes Temple, Dark Lord Hermes Temple Piece 3. I'm just gonna orthographic view, look at it from the side, and just slurp on it real quick. Come on. Boom. And just that much shorter? I don't know. Just grab it again. Yeah, that seems about... No, he has to stand up a little bit. This seems about right. Okay, OBJ. Temple Piece 3, right? Yeah. Where did... Oh, I deleted 4. Okay. Yep. Go here. Does that change? Okay. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. So I have to make the top, which is kind of tough to work with because it has to be one of these shapes, but smoother. And I don't want it to just be, you know, a bunch of these. A bunch of, like, steps. But also, if it were smooth, I'd have to angle it properly. Like with multiple pieces, which I just recently tried and it did not work out well. So I guess I'm just gonna work from here and try to figure out if I can actually do something at all. Or I could try to think of a different type of roof style. I'll just use this same sketch area, just paint.net. So originally the thing I had in mind was something like this, where it's just basically a pyramid roof. But I think that's kind of taking the easy route out, and also the most simple and boring looking one. I thought about having, like, my game partner was like, no, don't do this, but we have these things in the game called initiators, and we use them everywhere for powering stuff, and it's also kind of like a... This is what they look like in the third dimension, because they're made by the scientist or whatever, so they're more mechanical, but the way they look in the fourth dimension, where they show up naturally, is like... Ooh, actually I don't have a prefab for it, so I'm going to have to take out the lamp, and then just move that down here. That's a shrouded gray, not a lamp. Okay. And take out the natural initiator. Yep. Delete the lamp. So this is what they look like when they naturally spawn, like in the fourth dimension and fifth dimension and stuff. And I was thinking about just taking this, attaching it to Hermes Temple. Let's just zero it out, or just 1 by 1 by 1. 0, 0, 0. That's a little too big. Because I like sort of a theme in games where it's like you see something throughout the whole game, and then you see it again but bigger, and you're like, ah, that's the thing that I'm used to. I don't know, I kind of like when that happens, but we just put it there. I don't know, it kind of looks like the top of it, and it fits the theme, and it'd be kind of cool to be inside it as a player and have the boss battle in it, but at the same time, I don't know if that's taking an easy route out by using a model that already exists. And now, I didn't make this model, Randy did, my partner, but I could make something that's similar and has the same feel, but like at a larger resolution, so that it's more detailed and makes sense as like an actual top piece to this. I could scale this back up and see what Hermie looks like inside. Yeah, that looks right, I think. I'm going to select him and turn off his animator and play this real quick. See what it looks like for the player. So the lighting's a bit off, but you know, I think the pillars may be too thick, and then these are too dramatic. That's a ooh, that's a problem. I'll get to fixing that later. But yeah, this is a start, but not the end. I can't just call it a day at this. So I'm gonna get rid of that, put this down to 1 so I can work with it easier. I think I'm gonna put that off of the back burner as well as the new boss. I don't know what to work on then. You know, I probably should have planned this out before starting a live stream. Okay, so is there anything I could polish? Yeah, I got to work on making the demo finalized before we put it out, because Randy's working on the website and I want to be able to have a demo for that. Where's level 1? There's level 1. But there are some things I just can't do right now because I don't have the things to do it with. Like, we don't have a voice for this NPC yet. No, wait, yeah. What? Where'd Bob go? You're not Bob. Oh, I'm switched around. This is Bob. So we don't have a voice for Bob yet. We don't have a voice for Short Shelly, Adventurer, Allison, or Adam. So I can't work on that. I could work on making sure you can't break the game. I know that. Okay, so I'm actually gonna, because I don't know how the sound is working. Nope, that's not how it works. Volume mixer. There we go. I'm just gonna turn Unity down all the way. I know before, when we had people test the game, you could easily skip to the end of the game by breaking through the glass. Not breaking through it, but like glitching through it. Let's see if I'm pretty sure I fixed that, but not 100% sure. Oh, I gotta talk to these guys before I can be let out of here. I need more cheat codes. Let's just take Jerry and put him somewhere else. Resume. Hopefully that's not too laggy. Ooh, yeah, that caused a little bit of lag. Just a tiny bit. It's like that when you just try to edit things. Oh, wait, why am I even collecting energy? I'm trying to break the game, not do it properly. Okay, so this is the place where people would break through the corner. Ah! Yeah, you can still do it. Which means that, yeah, I just cut to the last cage of the first level. Okay, so that's interesting, because I thought I had fixed that. The way I fixed that was simply by making, or the way I thought I had fixed it was just by making the colliders on the glass like way thicker, and they intersect with each other, so you shouldn't be able to, like, that's a solid wall, like a complete, you can't, you just can't get through that, but I guess you can. I wonder if it had to do with how much lag I was experiencing. So I'm actually gonna do this properly. Oh, I know what I can work on, actually, after I figure out how to fix this. Okay, so let me just do this properly and talk to all the NPCs in here. This is going to take a bit. If you guys are watching the live stream after it's out, make sure to leave some suggestions as well. I can use all the help I can get. Doing this, just making a game with 2 people is not ideal when it comes to a bunch of different inputs. Okay, let's just talk to all these guys. I was thinking about making the text quicker, but also, I mean, with the voice playing, if it goes by too fast and then you're done talking to him, like it overlaps the audio, which could be a problem. I can adjust the audio, or how fast the text goes up based on how fast each person talks. Okay, there we go. Let's get out of here the legit way. Just wait for this animation to play. So after this, if I can fix this now, if not, and it just seems to be like a bigger problem than it needs to be, I'll fix it later and not on stream. But I want to try to work on, we're doing a multiplayer thing, and I have to fix a latency issue with firing energy bursts. Okay, so it's less laggy now because I didn't just move myself in editor. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. You know what? It kind of looks like it does for some reason, which is really weird. Like, why? Is it doing less collision updates, the less frames that are being run? Okay, so I'm going to go into a 3-way corner instead of a 2-way corner and see if that does anything. Because I know that did something before. I'm being stopped by something now. Come on, come on. So yeah, it's way harder to go between a corner now, but does this make it easier? Yeah, I think it's lag based, which is weird. So I guess if someone has a bunch of other tabs open and is playing the game, then they can glitch speed run it. But if not, then they can't. That is very weird. If you guys know a solution to that, please, I'm begging you. Ooh, wait, did I just... Hold on, did I just find a way to... Yeah, I did. What? How? What was the difference? Is it because I turned? Weird. Very, very weird. Yeah, that's a problem from another time. Okay, so, scenes. No, wait. Multiplayer. This multiplayer menu. Yeah. So I'm going to show you what the problem is that I'm having. So, just going to get rid of all of these scenes until just the multiplayer scenes are set up. And I'm going to build and run. Yeah, whatever, I'll just override that. While that's doing that, suggestion to make the box collider more of a circle, but a really wide circle. I feel like that would work, except that Unity doesn't support colliders like that unless I made a special model and gave it a convex collider, which actually are easier to walk through, I've found. I could just do what I did in the chest and made like an invisible corner box piece that when you hit it, it isn't really a corner, it's more of another flat surface edge at like a 45-degree angle, so you can sort of, I don't know, but that would create two more corners. That wouldn't be, you know, straight 90-degree corners. So I don't know if that would alleviate the problem or not. It may. I feel like it would, but that's also doing a lot of work. But I could probably make it a lot easier to do. Oh, why is this automatically full screen? I do not like that. Okay, well, if I start LAN host, yeah, I'll allow access. This is my default character. So I can move around like this, and when I fire something, it comes out of where it should. However, if I go here and play, and let's just select a different character for fun, and join a LAN game. Oh, okay, good, I spawned in the same place. The secondary player, the one that isn't the host, when firing, the blasts show up next to them, which is really weird. And another thing that's weird is if I talk and just be like, just like that. So me as a secondary character, my name doesn't show up. And then also if I kill this guy, actually I don't know if this is such a good idea because I do less damage. Actually no, it is, because I have a lot of health. If the other guy tried to kill me, then it would be a bad idea. Let me just do this till he dies. Okay, so you can see that that text is white. If I go here, I have to send it to the astral plane, whatever. So my text is red for death, and if I'd say something, it shows my name, which is weird. I don't understand what the difference is between the host and the secondary player in that regard. If I kill this player, let me just do that real quick. This is going to take a while because he has a lot of health. Just fly around him. Also, there's no collision yet here. All of this is very beta. So yeah, it's still red, which is so weird. And then sometimes, when I tested it, you know, cross-platform over internet, if you go through these healing gates, which are supposed to heal you, they get disabled, but sometimes it turns the player invisible. But not like invisible, like they're not in the game anymore. Except on their end they are, which is also really weird. Multiplayer really confuses me. The first time I ever did multiplayer, I accidentally did a thing where the player brought the map with them, and there was two maps like colliding with each other, and that was a mess. But yeah, I don't know how to fix this, genuinely. I know I saw stuff about doing raycast shooting instead, which, you know, would be a good idea if I wasn't shooting like a visible projectile. And like if I were shooting bullets that didn't need to be visible on every client, then that would make sense. But I have to shoot a projectile with its own gravity. I tried doing things like adjusting the players. Like they have their own launch prefabs, and I tried. If I go to the prefabs, this is projectile 6 or whatever. Their network transform has a send rate, and also velocity threshold, snap thresholds, interpolation movement, or whatever. I tried altering all of these, and it didn't change a single thing. Actually, this probably wouldn't be the best thing to work on a stream, because this would all be coding stuff. I honestly don't know what to work on stream. What would you guys want to see? I know model making is pretty fun. But I also don't want to do something boring like the top of Hermes Temple. Actually, I'm going to look through my sketchbook real quick and see what models I have left to work on. Randy does a lot of model making, but at the same time, he's more, you know, decorations and map models. I'm more character models, creature, enemy, stuff like that, which is why I thought I would do something with making a creature that and I really like the idea of transforming creatures, but also man, we don't have a lot of other ideas. I know somewhere I had an idea, or I wrote down a bunch of ideas for creatures that could exist in the space level. We have a space level where you're kind of traveling from planet to planet. And if I can find that list in here, I didn't draw any of them. Our ideas were a flying squirrel, a praying mantis, or a dodo NPC. I'm gonna look up. Oh, there's the stream. Hey guys, how many viewers are there? 2. Sweet. Oh, I've been streaming for a while. Flying squirrel. Actually, no, not flying squirrel. Let's do a sugar glider. These things are pretty small. See, the thing is, I don't want to have to deal with modeling fur, but these guys, they don't really have, like, that much hair. It's all sort of close to their body. But another problem is figuring out where their skin flaps would go when they're not flying. Just model-wise, because I'm working with voxels here. So these things they would be a challenge. For sure. Look at him go. What could be a thing that jumps between planet to planet? We have a lot of bugs in our game. I don't want to have too many of those. We have a lot of we don't have any mammals so far, but at the same time, mammals are tough, you know? And these things would also have a very similar AI to the other two enemies. I wanted to make a wasp mini boss for one of the levels in the third dimension. I could just work on modeling that, which would just be recoloring and adjusting the existing wasp model we have. Yeah, I guess I'll do with that. I'll work on that. So, what does our mans look like here? For a boss wasp. That's fun to say, boss wasp. I don't know what I would want to change. I could do... So they when they spawn, they start like glowing with green fire. Whoa! That looks cool. I mean, it's just a palette swap right now. I was going to say I was going to make its eyes green. Oh. Yeah, that looks nice. I'm going to save that for now. We'll go to models. Where's the wasp? Wasp head 1. Okay, so what do the rest of the pieces look like when I just switch their palette? Yeah, that's not that interesting. I could add like details to it. I wonder actually if I could do this. I don't know if I can condense the Void Jumpers logo into something that small. I could just make a different pattern on it, but I'm not sure what. I could do sort of a like streaks almost. Does that make sense? This thing would be glowing. That looks like something. Like, I don't know what it looks like, but it looks like something that could work, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll go with that. Sort of freehanding it here. Let me try to match that up, because they go 3, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where do you go? You go right there. Right? Yeah. And then boom. 2, 3. If you guys have any questions, game design wise, I'll make sure to make a tutorial video about it if I can. Because I want to make more tutorial videos, I just don't know what to do tutorials on, you know? Okay, so let's do wasp body 1. Leg piece. Let's just switch out the palette. Is that the right one? Yeah, it is. Okay. Leg piece 1. Leg piece 2, 1. I guess, because I didn't know I already had a leg piece 2. Stinger. Okay, this one's gonna be interesting. Definitely needs a design on this one as well, but I don't know what to go with here. We'll do something similar, sort of the same feel. Goes out like that. That doesn't feel like enough is going on now. I kind of want like a circle. That looks cool. Yeah, I like that. And then have it maybe go out like that. That could work, yeah. And then we'll have another line going down here. Actually, now I'm looking at it. I'm gonna get rid of this. And then just... We don't actually have any lore reasoning behind these guys yet. Right now, we know that they come from the void. So they don't... They're not part of any dimension. They're just void creatures. And we know that they like seeking energy sources, like the crystals and rift swarmers, but we don't know, like, why or where they come from. No, we know where they come from. We don't know why, how they get there, or, like, what their deal is. We just know that they're creepy. So this would be like a queen wasp, even though I don't think wasps have queens. I think bees and ants do, but I don't know if wasps are... Well, there's wasp nests, so probably. I don't know. So let me export that as wasp stinger 1. And then a wing. Okay, so this is interesting. That looks cool, but it also makes it look like a swamp creature, almost. Kind of want these things to exude void energy, whatever that means. Okay, let's do something dark. Like that. That looks good. So it's mostly just a color swap. So now if we go into, hold on, I'm going to make sure I do this now so I don't forget it later. Turn these all back on. Also, if you want to see live streams of other types, like I could do Minecraft live streams sometimes. Yeah, so just change that. Go to scenes, test scenes. No. Yeah, right? It's in there. Where's model building? There you are. Let me go to this wasp real quick. Actually, I can edit directly in the level that I want the mini boss to be, which is the crystal room. Queen Wasp, turn that on. Hello, Queen Wasp. Alright. Assets, models. Wasp, where's the wasp? There we go. Okay, so that would be switched out with this and this. Sweet. Oh, Randy, nice to see you here. Yeah, I didn't expect that you'd be able to, but if you are, you can get on Discord right now. Okay, head. Yeah, I just kind of decided to do this on a whim because I got really bored. Like, I have nothing else to do. Okay, let's change these at the same time. Boom, 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 boom. And I think I'm going to keep the orange tips. I might change it to a different color, not sure. Wait, what does the antenna piece use as a model? I think I reused a leg piece. Did I? Or did I have a separate antenna piece? Uh-oh. I don't remember what I did. Okay, I used the leg piece. Good to know. So this one, right? Swap that out. There we go. Yeah, okay. Stinger. There we go. That would be this, right? Boom. Boom. This is looking good, I guess. Actually, I don't know. It kind of looks like a zombie. That's not the feel I'm going for. Okay, Stinger. Boom. Boom. And the wings? I don't know if I'm going to have to make a new material for this. I might have to make a new material for this, because it's going to use the same color scheme. Actually, that's not bad. That looks alright. And the legs, which are going to be a pain, I think. Let's just switch these out. I think that's all of them. Yep, okay. Yeah, it does look like a zombie, doesn't it? Wow, what the balls? That's not what I want. Oh, they're not all the same model. Okay. These ones I can switch out with this. Yeah, and then these ones I have to switch out with a different model, which would be this one. Okay, so zombie wasp. That is what it looks like. I wonder if it'll look any different if I actually apply the flames in the proper places. Could just look like a green energy wasp type thing. See, that's the spawn flames. But if I had ones that actually looped and were present in the eyes, maybe? That might actually make it look more like a zombie, like the undead soldiers from Thor Ragnarok, maybe? I don't know, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just not what I was originally going for. What the? What? Why? 1, 1, 1. Oh, he's a tiny little boy. Is it not attached to the head? Yeah, it should be. Okay. 0, 0, 0. 2, 2, 2. Oh, this thing's moving fast. Too fast, probably. Let's work on its global position. And its pivot. Move that forward. No, like, yeah, let's keep that in and change it to 3. Or is that too much? That looks like too much. 1.5. That's too little, right? No, that could work just as like an accent. And move it out just a tiny bit, and then duplicate it. Move that over here. Does those look evenly spaced? Okay, so the problem with this thing, if I just turn off all the other wasps and the wasp spawners and test this out real quick, he doesn't behave properly. So it floats there, it follows me visually. Oh, wait, is it working properly? No, okay, so it doesn't know when to stop stinging. It has a lot of health, and it can't damage me, which that's fine, actually, because I haven't implemented a damage thing for me yet. But why won't he stop? He's just humping the air right now. Can I properly kill him still? Yeah, I can properly kill him still, but he's not moving. Okay. Float height is 30. It's set on run 2. Visual radius is 1,000. Movable is 1,000. Attack range is set to 30. It should only attack me within that range. I don't understand why it wouldn't. Doesn't use waypoints, so I don't need that. I'm its target. What happens if I do run away instead of run 2? Does it know to move then? It knows to look away from me, but it can't move. Now, why is that? Yeah, that looks really cool, actually, in this lighting. It looks like the green looks like it's glowing properly. Even though I'm going to have to add lighting or maybe some shader effect to that later. But if I turn this back to run 2, maybe it has to do with its character controller. Give it a high slope limit. Min move distance. I don't know what that does, actually. I don't want to change its size or anything because it's pretty accurate to what it needs to be. I think it might just be Unity not knowing how to deal with big character controllers. Oh, hold on. See, the problem with the live stream is that I can't cut stuff out. Let's hope this opens properly. Randy wants to join in on this. Yeah, no, Discord just doesn't open sometimes. Like it's there, but it totally isn't. Yeah, end task. Thank you very much. There we go. I'm gonna check on the stream. Oh, that's a sugar glider. How long have I been streaming? 45 minutes? 3 people watching? Sweet. Please, Discord, I'm begging you. There we go. What's good? Can you hear yourself on the stream fine? I'm gonna turn up the Discord volume actually just a little bit. Can't hear you at all? Dang. Hold on, let's see here. You think? Yeah, I'm on OBS right now. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Can it hear you now? Oh. You can't? Huh. Weird. Wait. Streamer mode is enabled. Stay safe, friend. What? Oh, I think it's a Discord problem. Disable streamer mode? That doesn't... What? It's causing the opposite of a problem. You know what? Oh no, that's my mic. Hold on. Let's see here. Oh, weird. Oh, hold on.
You can add like a Patreon and stuff.
I think I can hear you now. Check real quick.
Your mic sounds weird now. Yeah, you can hear me.
They can hear you? Sweet. Okay, so let's get back to working on stuff. What do you think about this? The mini boss wasp thing?
I think it looks pretty cool, honestly.
Because I was thinking, like, once Jerry goes around the crystals and he collects it, instead of immediately going to the next scene, a big wasp comes that is not interested with Jerry and is instead interested with Exit.
Hey, you gotta maybe share your screen so I can watch without watching the stream.
Oh, yeah. Man, there's gonna be a lot going on, isn't there?
So, why green?
Because of the green fire. I just thought it made sense.
We have a lot going on with that, though, don't you think?
With the green fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like it kind of should be like a motif. Like if there's fire, it's green. I don't want to introduce like a new type of fire. Also, the green fire with the wasp just really works for the spawning.
Oh.
I want to apply a different color to this, but I don't know what color. Oh, red. No, that's not that actually good of a change. Black?
To this, what is that? Oh, that's the leg? Red legs?
Yeah, instead of orange.
You don't like the red?
No, the red looks really dull.
Yo, try that checkerboard pattern real quick.
Oh man, we haven't used these since testing it out. Yeah, that did nothing. Oh, I haven't tested it with the small change I made to its slope and movement space. Yeah, no, he just straight up isn't moving. It looks cool though. Okay, and then he attacks outside the range, does not attack.
Alright, so the green eyes are made in Match Fossil, right?
Yeah.
Alright. Balls. My chest. Let's see. I'm looking something up.
I'm just adjusting some of this in the inspector, and there's not much else I can work with that I think would change anything. I'm not sure, like...
That's the boss, right?
Yeah.
And it goes towards exit because he's attacking the wasps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He stays still if I... What if I turn off can fly? What happens? Yeah, he's still stationary. Why? And he's still, like, in the same place. I think he moved down a little bit.
What do you want? You want him to, like, chase you?
I wanted to move around a little bit.
Should we do what we did with the... What's it called? What am I talking about?
Like, right now, as is, he has the same exact AI as the other wasps. And I think just making him bigger messed with that.
Messes it up?
Yeah.
What AI does the wasp have?
Same AI as the turtle.
Oh, okay.
If I make him smaller,
So-
does that fix everything?
What happens if we have for the wasp, like a, like what we did with Galacticos?
With what?
Galacticos.
Maybe, but also, I just made him smaller and it didn't do anything. Hold on. Why? What's the difference? Let's put this back to 45. Okay, well now I'm just really confused because I thought that the problem was that it was big, but apparently not, because is the problem that its target is that? I mean, no, because the other targets are Jerry.
Is it literally just a copy of a wasp?
Yeah, it's literally just a copy of a wasp. I gave it a different AI, but that's just because I need more health inputs. But other than that, it's an identical AI to the other, to the wasp.
Oh.
I'm just comparing it here. There's not much else that's different, and I wouldn't see why it would just suddenly not work. It could be something in code because of all this health, but I don't think that would be the case.
I don't think so.
I
You
did-
need more.
Like there could be an error in it that like makes it skip a line or something.
How much health does it have?
20.
Compared to
4.
Oh yeah, okay.
It seems the same. It seems turtle death.
Oh, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
that all seems set up properly. You shouldn't be skipping anything. See, everything else is the same.
Seeing the... You're testing them out in empty... Like, there's nothing else on, right?
What do you mean?
Do, like, wasp spawn when you start up the game?
Oh, yeah, I turned off the wasp spawners, though. So I'm going to test something here, actually. I'm just attaching a regular wasp AI to it. And let me make E the target again. Let's just play that with a regular AI. Does that change anything? No.
So he spawns and just sits there.
I wonder if we were to make the target Jerry instead.
That it would work? Maybe?
No, it doesn't. Why? Is his float height too high? Like, am I asking too much of him?
I'm not sure.
No, that's not the case either. And he still doesn't know that I'm outside of his attack range. What's wrong with you, bro? Why are you like this?
He just doesn't want to do anything right now. He's chilling.
I guess.
Someone gave him a... I don't know.
Wait. Was I not here before? No, it is. So then what's the difference? That would do it. Wow, I'm an idiot. His speed is... All of his are set to 0.
Oh, Jesus. Dude. Come on. How we missed that?
Oh no, okay. Hold on, wait, what's his run distance? 25? Let's make yours 25, 25, 15, 15, 15. Let's see if that does anything. Wait a minute, it didn't do anything.
Lagging out for me. Oh, not anymore. Yeah, he just stays there.
His attack radius is fixed.
He still has attack radius of the big guy, right?
Yeah, hold on, let's see, I'm gonna move up his attack range to 30 and change his size again.
I can't find what I'm looking for.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect attack range. Wait, can you stop please now? Oh, come on! I thought I fixed you, bro. Why is he like this?
So can he still not move?
No, he can't move.
But he can attack.
Yeah, but his attack radius isn't fixed anymore now that he's big. And he won't stop attacking you.
Oh, did you also move up his attack radius?
Yeah.
I mean, did you scale up his attack radius?
Mm-hmm.
By how much?
Usually it's 20, I made it up to 40. Hmm. Did you see the beginning of the stream, by the way?
No, I didn't. I saw that you uploaded a video and then in my recommended was your stream.
Okay, because I was trying to figure out how to make one of those, like, you know how the games that have, like, treasure chests, but except that they're enemies, though?
Yeah, like, what was I talking about? Like, the one with the teeth.
The one with the teeth?
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure it's Zelda, I think? I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I wanted, like, one of those hidden creature things, but I wanted it to be, like, the snail monolith or something. One that, like, it transforms into a thing.
We should just make Static Attacker.
Like, one of my ideas was it turns into this, like, the platforms become, like, the arms and, like, a head. Or it's, instead of it being a creature enemy, it's just kind of like a hazard where, like, the platforms come off of it, start spinning it to hit you, that hurts. Or it just turns into a stick figure that T-poses.
What about, like, you ever play Mario?
Mm-hmm.
The Super Mario 3D World?
Mm-hmm.
That one enemy who is a giant square. And he like moves across.
And then he falls down and crushes you?
Yeah, he falls down. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Sweet. Hmm. The stream just cut away? No, it's still going. Okay. Just a problem on my end then. I legitimately don't know what's wrong with this guy. Maybe it doesn't require a target, but I think it kind of needs that, though. Do you require one? Yeah. I haven't worked on the game in a while. I forget what this stuff does, even though I made it. Oh no, that's E. Where's Queen Wasp? Oh my god, move, please. I'm begging you, Jesus. Ugh.
I am the back.
You're the back?
Yes.
Oh, these have a kill over time script on them.
I had to feed.
You were talking about this guy, right?
No, not Thwomp. The guy in Super Mario 3D World where he's a giant, just square. Like, draw a square? Actually, just erase that guy's face.
Mm-hmm. Ah!
Nice. Paint on us the shit, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Now, in 1/4 of that face, draw another cube and square. Now draw a face in that square. And then he rotates from like right, left, down. And then he's like, sometimes he just wobbles and falls.
Mm-hmm.
And then behind him is the place you have to hit. Have you really not seen that one?
Mm-hmm.
Let me check them out, huh?
AJ says it's called Mimic.
Meowser? No, what the heck? Let's see. I had King Kathunk.
King Kathunk?
Yeah.
What the?
Finna send you a photo right now. Don't trip, dog. Have you really not seen King Kathunk?
Have not, no.
He's a goat, dude.